Hey guys, I finally got a chance to give Gray Silvermane his very own King of Limbo featuring Silver Quill, RionRhinomills, and Molestia aka AstroBoy's girlfriend. And proudly enough, that thumbnail was brought to you by CatAvenger, who I will link in the description to her DeviantArt. I want to give her an extra special thank you for giving me an artist who could pay the proper respect to Gray, so he wouldn't have to draw his own thumbnail art. And a thank you to all the co-hosts who helped me honor a Limbo MVP. I hope you guys enjoy and check out Gray's DeviantArt channel. He's led me to believe he's finally updated it.
And of course the artwork. The same goes with Mangaka Man. I like Rosie for being adorable. I like Voice of Reason for getting angry all the time. Yeah, if I have to pick a part, I would just have to say something nice about everyone.
Okay, but what's 10 more things you can say that are nice about me?
What are 10 things you could say about me?
Oh.
I like your nose.
Fantastic.
More importantly, what are some things you can say about Keychi?
It's now become let's have Gray jerk us all off the podcast.
This is an episode of Inflate My Ego.
Oh boy.
Today's inflator, Gray Cat.
Yes.
Yeah, I love you all. I'm not that comfortable with that much closeness.
Hey.
Oh sure, now we're making it weird. Alright.
We love you too, Gray.
Aww,
Thank you.
Group hug.
Also, you technically answered Silver Quill like almost everyone else in this podcast. You're just a little dead, but not entirely dead. I love you, Silver.
What's another series that you're currently fond of besides MLP?
Well, currently, of course, I still watch One Piece. I watch Steven Universe. Right now, I won't say that there's something big ongoing. I like browsing old shows and looking for something that is worth watching, especially if it's something I haven't seen before. Yeah, like I said, I'm currently not watching much stuff that's ongoing. Most of them are just reruns. At least as it goes for animated stuff. I still watch all the DC shows that are going.
This is my particularly favorite question to ask. Who in the brony analysis community, or heck, just the brony community in general, whenever you see their popularity, you're just kind of confused how that happened?
Honestly, no one. I'm not...
I was going to say, Ryan, you should have known, judging by his earlier answer. If he wasn't willing to give you the positive inflection of this question, you're not going to get the negative.
Okay. What?
Look,
Yeah.
I can give you the safest answer of all. Everyone.
And he says it with a deep, booming voice.
Yeah.
Everyone. Who are you people? How did you get here?
Get off my lawn!
To put it this way, I only put up a few videos and I have over 200 subscribers, so I'm enjoying it.
See, what's it? Who in the brony fandom do you think doesn't deserve their popularity? RionRhinomills.
Fine. What are some of the more fun people that you've gotten a chance to talk with since joining Brony?
Definitely people in this podcast. Again, I'm really rubbing on you. No, but seriously, I love talking to Mangaka Man. I like talking to Aino, Rosie, AJ. I love talking to Yefo. Yeah, Yefo kind of got stuck to me, like as the little brother.
Aw, how cute.
Yeah. At first he was kind of like, I don't know, well, I'll put it this way. He was kind of my Scrappy-Doo, but I actually like Scrappy-Doo.
Wow.
Okay, then
I'm probably going to be drawing that sometime.
Hey, Ryan, would you consider Lorenzo your Scrappy-Doo?
Yeah, again, I would like
get back to you on that one.
I'm actually in the minority that likes Scrappy-Doo, at least until his later incarnations.
Well, then I have to ask the follow-up question. If you like Scrappy-Doo, when did you suffer severe head trauma?
Wow, Silver.
That's actually hard to point out because I'm particularly physically resilient.
Oh,
I
thought that was going somewhere else.
I actually once got ricocheted in a high school with a football, as in a soccer ball, from a guy who once knocked down a fence of the teacher's parking.
Ow. And
Yeah.
you didn't suffer a concussion or anything?
No, I just had a half of red face, and even the nurses and the teachers look at me and with horror because I literally look like Two-Face.
Ouch.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
did you get to say to everyone you should see the other guy?
No, but I should have.
Oh, well, I'm glad it was not physical trauma or that you'd suffered an actual head injury. Like, oh great, now I'm the jerk.
No,
I thought I was the one acting out of line here.
No, I have to say that as far as physical trauma goes, I'm pretty resilient.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there anyone you consider to be kind of like a senpai in the art world?
To be
Like-
honest, not really. I kind of go on the value what's yours is yours. I do admire a lot of people. I have a lot of friends as far as art goes. I'm on several pay sites as a guest.
Let me ask. It's my turn to strike your ego. Normally, I ask artists if you could steal one person's talent, who would it be and why? But you already have amazing artwork talent. What other talent besides art would you like to pinch off someone if you could?
Definitely speed, because I have terrible time keeping up with stuff, and I would like to speed up on stuff, especially because I'm a real stickler for details, and sometimes you don't have to detail something on a sketch that you then either ink or paint upon, and this only takes time of it.
What art programs do you prefer to use?
I use Photoshop, Paint.sci, Adobe Illustrator, Flash. What else do I use? I use Animate Pro 2, and not the thing that recently replaced Flash. It's the Toon Boom program. I also use TV Paint, but only to some extent.
What are your views then on the Creative Cloud and this online service that Adobe has created?
I'm actually looking into using it, because currently I have most of it I have in CS5, because that's the one I bought several years ago, and I think to upgrade. Only I have to upgrade some of my system to keep up with it. Because, for example, rendering some things on After Effects on my PC can take up to a whole day, and if I leave my PC completely running without anything else going.
Do you have any specific goals when it comes to your art?
I want to make it clever. For example, of course, FNGR knows my drive towards sex appeal and in some of my art.
I thought you were gonna blame me. I would have took it.
No, I don't blame you. This is something that I have to deal with. But when people sometimes assume that it's only about porn, I rather have something clever about it than it just being smart.
I always felt that the imagination does more than basically just putting it out there.
Yeah, imagination is a big part of it. For example, let's take the obvious example, the thing that we do with Aino and Golden Fox.
And now Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
ironically enough, I think the first one I commissioned, where it was Aino, Golden Fox, and Keyframe, she was commissioning a Rule 34 picture, and I remember looking at it going, well, she doesn't look like she's having any fun in that. And granted, the one I came up with was with her getting wing slapped by Golden Fox, but it was funnier. I was like, oh, this looks way more enjoyable. I could show this to everybody. Jesus.
Yeah, basically, this is just one trait that I sort of recycle, but at the same time, I always want to have it do something new other than just slap someone. Like when I actually launch CatAvenger out of the frame.
I would like to express to my fans that was strictly my artist's decision that time. I got very upset about that. I was like, nope, wasn't me.
Or the time that I completely confused AJ and Rosie got angry at me.
I did not know that.
No, she actually liked the picture. She got angry at me on the picture.
Oh, okay. I was curious. Oh, you mentioned you have to leave your computer going all the time sometimes to finish some of your projects. How much does your rig cost, just for sake of reference for aspiring artists?
It's hard to tell. I know that when my PC caught fire, and yes, actually my PC one time caught fire, I went to the bathroom and it was going completely normal. When I came back, it was not running, and when I opened the cover, it had some black smoke in it. And basically what happened was my power supplier, I think it got either overheated or had some kind of power spike, but it overloaded my motherboard, my processor, and a few other stuff, and I had to replace 60% of my PC.
Ouch.
Yeah, basically, if I recall, I spent 2,000 zloty for it. Fortunately, my graphics card survived. I'm looking into replacing, because I'm still using a 512 megabytes of memory on it, while right now the standard is about 2 gigabytes. So, but it's still going, and it's going very strong. So it was worth the money. I'm not sure how much it cost, but I'm pretty pleased. I want to upgrade my RAM and, like I said, my graphics card. Also, I need to buy a new hard drive because I'm starting to run a bit low.
Say, for aspiring artists, how much do you feel that they should set aside to, like, how much did you, like, invest to, do you have a tablet? Like, what sort of things would you need to purchase if you're taking art seriously, if you're looking to pursue it professionally?
Well, first of all, you need to invest time. This is definitely more important than anything else. As for tablet, I started with something called a pentagram. I don't know if it's available in the US. It's very basic. It doesn't have like a tilt recognition, for example, so you only have pressure to work with. Later, I upgraded into a bamboo, and right now I'm using a Intuos 6. I would like to use something like a Cintiq, but right now it's not in my budget. As for art programs, I think that you need to start with something very basic. I started with, I think it was Photoshop 6. It was, I think that at the point I got it was available with some Adobe license programs like Ascana or something.
At what age would you say you gained your, not only your interest, but your skill in art?
Based around middle school, did he?
Yeah,
Did
something like that. Well, skill, it's something that's hard to define.
Like when you started picking up your style, I guess.
I'll put it this way. Most of my breakouts in whether it's like furry art or pony art usually come out from fan art. So basically I just draw something and suddenly I notice that people just love it. And I don't want to toot my own horn, but apparently I do have some skill that's beyond my like control. But this is something that I did mention in my college, and I don't mean the art college. Before that I went to actually a psychology class, and my specialty was actually creativity. When I actually mentioned it, one of my professors did focus on it a bit. It was that when I was in kindergarten, I used to draw the same picture over and over and over, to the point that at some point that they actually tested me for stuff like autism and stuff like that. I just really like this picture and I wanted to make this perfect. And right now, whenever you see like tutorials or some practice stuff, you see that this is actually a good way to practice. This is a recommended way to practice your art skill. So I had some, I don't know, inherent drive to it. You can take it in whatever context you want, whether I was born super talented or something like that.
Was there anything like a web comic or an animation that inspired you to get into artwork?
Well, when I got online first, and I got from what I gather, I got relatively late because I was like 13 or something. I started reading a comic called Sabrina online.
Oh, good man.
Yeah.
Ooh, I know that one.
Yeah, aside from other things, I read stuff like Badly Drawn Kitties, Better Days, and basically furry stuff. Yeah, basically, if you want to track my career, see the date of the first Better Days comic, because I basically when I got online and discovered it, it was about 2 pages long.
Did you ever draw a zigzag?
Yeah, a lot.
I'd be interested in that.
And probably a lot of people, probably half of the viewers don't know who that character is, and other half knows.
I know enough furries who would get the Sabrina online reference. Well, then answers what her preferred webcomics are. Do you have any current gaming obsessions?
I'm not really a big gamer. I mostly play Pokemon titles. I play Portal. I play Team Fortress 2. And I play most of the Transformers games, especially those in the War for Cybertron series.
Any video games you're looking forward to?
I'm definitely interested in Sun and Moon.
Ooh, ditto.
Favorite Pokemon?
Sneasel.
Follow-up question, what's a Cecil? I'm old.
Sneasel.
It's a Pokemon with a paintbrush on its tail.
No, that's a Smeargle.
Which one's Sneasel then?
A Sneasel is a like a cat weasel with razors for claws.
Yeah, it's a dark
normal
type.
Oh,
Wait, is it?
okay. I believe
Yeah,
it's a normal type, unless we're
No,
getting.
no, it's dark eyes.
Oh, I'm getting that confused.
Winner.
Oh, I know what that is now. Okay.
I am Pokemon
That has a
Man, and
that
you
has
are
a mega-
not, Molly.
that
I will
has
not
a-
be linking that in the description.
That has a Mega Evolution, doesn't it?
As I am
No,
also.
no, it doesn't.
I'm gonna have to Google that later. I think I know what it is, though.
You people
No.
are talking words.
I'm lost too.
Gotta catch them all.
Hello, my name is Pokemon Fan
No,
here.
let's go with something else.
I'm so
we've
confused
heard
right now.
We've heard people like Silver Quill here mention why he went with a hippogriff. Why did you go with a cat? Is it strictly a visual, an aesthetic?
No, it's actually I'm very much a cat person. I had a cat when I was little. That's actually one of the reasons I like Sneasel, because she reminds me of my childhood cat. in a way, cat-like behaviors. Something stuck in my mouth. No, I just have
No, take your time.
very puffy hair right now. I just washed them.
I feel your pain, dude.
Same.
Same.
I don't feel any pain because I don't have poofy hair.
You're from New Jersey, don't lie.
My hair is simply fabulous.
I've seen your hair. It is on the poofy side.
Yeah.
No, because I tease it up like that. I have a teasing comb and hairspray.
That's okay.
80s hair does wonders.
Yeah, so basically I'm just a cat. I'm just a cat person. Even my best friend teased me about it in middle school.
Do you have any preferred book or author that you follow? It's okay if you say no. You won't be the first one, I swear.
No, I'm just thinking if I have something like this, I'm a fan of crime dramas like Agatha Christie, Boris Akunin, like Maureen Jennings. Other than that, I like creepypastas. That's also a form of literature.
Do you have a favorite creepypasta?
Godzilla and yes.
Okay.
I remember reading that one.
Yeah, it's actually very lengthy. I especially like to listen to it.
Yeah, I used to have an interest in that type of stuff too. Not as much anymore, but it's like I've kind of always had like an interest in morbid stuff.
Oh, you should check out Jim Fear's channel, Ray.
Ooh,
Okay.
I might actually.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I can't plug him enough, especially when he's only got like 20 views. If you had more time, what would you focus on?
Well, yeah, I think everything. No, I'm the guy who thinks that they had 30 hours, I still wouldn't have enough time.
that question always backfires on me. Go on.
Yeah, basically, whenever you see a rarity in some kind of hassle, you're seeing me.
Say, I noticed that there's a fair amount of brony drama on YouTube and DA. Does that sort of thing happen on places like Fur Affinity as well? I've never bothered to ask.
Yeah, there's some drama out there, especially where someone is fair or not fair or using some resources to get porn. There's of course a lot of people who claim that paywalls are evil and everything should be for free. But personally, I just don't get into this. I just want to make art and tell my stories.
Have you had any opinions on what you think is acceptable when you started versus where you are now?
Acceptable as in art-wise?
Yeah, like have your opinions changed any on that, or you've been consistent?
I say I am consistent.
Have your tastes changed with time? Is there something that you would tell your old self that would be surprising?
I'm talking to my inner self right now.
You can pass. It's okay. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
I'm thinking because it's a good question. I would say there's not really that much of change as much as I'm more comfortable with some stuff. For example, before that, I usually did. I put it this way. At first, I definitely did less raunchy stuff, but I still was kind of interested in it. I actually was one of the first outside contributors to Vixen.com. It's a adult fantasy comics about furries. Like I said, at first I was a bit, I don't want to say squeamish, I would say more reserved about them.
Mhm.
But right now I'm more into if it works, if it doesn't hurt anyone, if it's all in good taste, or at least in good joke, like again with Aino and his OC. I'm okay with it. For
It
example,
was
I did
harmless.
yeah.
Yes.
For example, I did talk with Aino, and we kind of discussed how canon is my depiction of his OC, and we came to the agreement that as long as it's for a joke, I'm okay to do the kind of.
I'll tell you, his first reaction was, "I am saving this," so I don't think he was ever really he couldn't have been that upset.
No, I never said he was upset. I think I just mean that whether it's for a joke, I can overemphasize postscripts feature. But when I want to do something more serious, I still make her more curvy than others. Can at the same like keyframe is always taller, or Secret Dermary is chubby, so postscript is more curvy. But for example, in the comic I did with ZD and Secret, she's wearing something more that postscript would wear in Aino's vision. So I'm kind of more flexible this way. Yeah. For example, Keychi asked me that if I ever do the picture of Keychi and Molestia wrestling in jelly.
Excuse me, said what now?
you did mention that in your podcast.
Oh, really?
She didn't know that she didn't know it was getting drawn.
Yeah, Keychi asked me to keep it a bit more tamed, and I'm okay with it.
You were a bit aggressive with Keychi with that, Molly. Don't get upset about it.
If she wants to fight, let's go.
You started that.
I know she did. I was like, I would normally stop this, but this suits my interests.
Cat fight, cat fight, cat fight.
This goes against my religion to stop this.
You liar.
Well, I mean, if she wants to fight me, I'm more than happy
This is-
to.
Again, you made
This
that
entire
challenge.
situation falls under my particular interests.
Yes.
And I just take notes.
You take very cryptid notes.
he takes notes for future art.
Indeed.
For science.
For science!
Science!
Science.
Of course, don't you know anything about science?
Yes,
There we go.
especially biology.
Yes, yes.
Do you have a favorite anime character somewhere between 2015 and 2016? More recent?
Well, definitely would be Saitama from One Punch Man.
One Punch.
Yeah. Kind of not very impressed.
Here's a question that Silver Quill kind of inspired. What makes you feel old?
Thank you.
Hey, I'm older than you.
When I realized that 90s were 20 years ago.
What happened 20 years ago?
The 90s.
Oh, jeez. Ghostbusters?
Pokemon is celebrating their 20th anniversary.
Everything that happened in the 90s. I'm a 90s kid. Look at my avatar.
So am I.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No, I wasn't big on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but well, here's actually a thing you have to understand about Poland. Before the 90s began, we kind of had this wall from the rest of the world because, well, actually we did have the wall, the Berlin Wall. I always explain it this way. Imagine that your big red cousin didn't let you have nice things, and then a small guy with big mustache jumped over a fence and got a Nobel Prize, and this is how communists ended. Yeah, and so basically the 90s were like the blend of 80s and 90s for the rest of the world. We literally got the leftovers from the 80s.
That doesn't sound bad, actually.
No, it doesn't.
It was pretty cool. I got Transformers from it.
What makes you feel young, conversely?
What makes me feel young? Well, basically whatever makes me happy.
So drawing.
Drawing, making fun stuff, making people enjoy themselves, making people laugh. Basically, rules of variety.
A little TLC.
Okay, I think someone was going to
Molly,
ask
you had a
something.
question?
Oh, I was gonna say, since you had a mixture of the 80s and 90s in your youth, did your mom still have that big giant ass hair and
No,
leg
but-
warmers?
No, we didn't have either big hair or leg warmers. Well, we kinda had the big hair, but we definitely had padded shoulders.
Oh, the shoulder pads. Okay, I was
Yeah.
just curious. Did you wear any like funky? Do you remember like any of the funky patterns that you had to wear as a kid?
No,
That were
again,
funky patterns as a kid?
I remind you, that was on the other side of the wall.
Oh, okay.
He didn't get all those fancy smancy colors.
Yeah.
Well, hey, them sweatpants were really nice.
If you could draw a Silver Quill as a Batman villain, which one would it be?
Let me think. As a Batman villain, he would be... I'm scrolling down the whole list.
That is a good question.
Mad Hatter?
Well, probably.
Yeah, I could see him rocking out the hat.
Either that or the Condiment King.
I wasn't going to say that. I didn't want to piss him off.
Well, there was Calendar Man at one point.
What? Have you not played Arkham City? Calendar Man is kind of weird, creepy. I don't know Condiment Man, but he sounds delicious.
There's a... If you look up top 10 weirdest like Batman villains on YouTube,
Yeah.
he was actually in the animated back in the day. It's kind of really weird and zany, so yeah, I could see his point.
What about that,
Basically, he was for Batman, who the toilet guy was for kids next door.
the toilenator?
Okay, I'll definitely take condiments over toilets any day. Although often the two are causal. One leads to the other.
Now you're giving me a horrible idea. Who do I dislike enough to have drawn as the toilenator?
Oh.
Looks at Ryan slowly.
Please don't hurt me, mommy.
You look fabulous with all that toilet wrapped around it.
Any thoughts on Zootopia, Gray?
It was awesome.
Excellent.
Yeah. Also, this was one of the few movies that we got actually before the rest of the world got it.
Oh, nice.
Because we actually got it in March.
It was
Oh.
furry-tastic.
Not in March, in February.
Fantastic.
Furry-tastic. Furry-tastic sounds better, actually.
If you can make the rest of us into Batman villains, what would we be?
Keychi's
I
like,
call
there's
it-
one right answer for me, and only one.
Like the
There is
Colleen
only
Scarecrow
one.
or Penguin. I could be Penguin. Somebody draw me as the Penguin.
You're not short nor round enough to be Penguin.
That is true.
For
Well, I got
Gotham,
those.
yeah. I
Well,
could
we
see.
can reshape him.
We can reshape him.
He could be the Riddler.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh,
He could be from Happy Feet.
yes! I could be the Penguin from Happy Feet!
He
My
can be
life
the-
is complete!
He can be like the leader priest penguin that talks like an old Southern Baptist preacher.
Well, yeah. I mean, it makes sense.
The one with the weird hair.
When did you realize you were too deep into brony?
I think it was while watching Turnabout Storm. There's actually a perfect line to test if someone is very much a brony. It was how did it go? It was Trixie reading the testimony from Zecora. It went something like this: that the zebra was brewing ointments all night, and it was nothing unusual. And then I said it to myself, yeah, that's nothing unusual. Then I realized that for me suddenly that the zebra was brewing ointments all night is nothing unusual.
The fact that you just accept it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like one of those Star Wars things.
Yeah, of course this is logical.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
What is your fondest waste of time?
Fondest waste of time. Probably breeding Pokemon.
Have you ever slipped into brony speak around normal people?
Not really.
Okay, I'm gonna start asking that one from now on. I'll get somebody.
Also, it depends if you mean something very specific by brony speak.
Okay, when I say brony speak, have you ever said like every pony when you shouldn't have around the wrong people?
Well, not really, because we don't have this kind of wordplay in Polish. I'll admit, I don't really watch Polish version of My Little Pony, but I sometimes do watch episodes that I'm curious about. I did watch, I think, the entire first season in Polish. For example, in Polish we had male Spitfire and male Little Strongheart until the third season.
They just came back and nobody questioned it.
Yeah, that was just really weird. And I actually did put this remark in one of the videos that I'm currently making.
All right then, let's see if you can give a straight answer to this one. Who's best horse? Come on, don't say everybody.
Now, it's something that I'm currently having a battle about. So because it would be either Pinky or Rarity.
Just horse is best horse.
Keychi likes Rarity because she has the most potential for evil.
Hey.
What? It's not saying it like it's a bad thing. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but no one's supposed to know that.
I mean, I feel the exact same every day of my life.
Basically, if I would have to relate my OC to Pinky and Rarity, would be that my father would be potentially related to Pinkie Pie and my mother would be potentially related to Rarity. So I'm kind of the mix of both, especially if you take the outside of Rarity and the inside of Pinky.
So crazy.
Yes.
I would like to think of it as unhinged.
Okay.
It's a little bit worse, isn't it?
Just a little.
But it fits better.
So
Unhinged makes it sound like you have Pinkamena in you somewhere.
Maybe.
So
Maybe. Have you seen my Donut Maniac video?
Yes, it was interesting.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Also, I
failed to
had
see
to
that.
re-upload it because for some reason it started halfway.
You were saying, Ryan?
I was gonna say, what do you consider your go-to form of gaining motivation?
Ryan's struggling with this.
Well, usually you just have to get started. Insert the Shia LaBeouf meme here.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, but
Do it.
as far as motivating yourself to doing stuff, not only art, I think Jazza recently made a really good video about just doing something that you haven't thought about doing for a while, or just doing something random and using this as a jumping off point.
You know, if
That's
you're
why
looking for a quick hit, Molly, you doing Molestia doing the just do it thing. That would probably hit wildfire.
Oh, wow. Yes, the just do it speech. That'd be great.
Coming out of Molly, yes, out of Molestia.
Yes.
okay, this is going
Kitty,
to
we'll
be
work on that later.
Mental note.
Okay.
So, what do you like to listen to when you're creating artwork?
I either like to listen to music, like, for example, my favorite band is Genesis. I like Elton John, I like Meatloaf, I like Bump of Chicken, I like Dragon Force.
You seem like you would like Death Cab for Cutie.
I haven't listened to it.
Say, for people that you haven't worked on yet, who do you think has the cutest OC you'd like to draw?
RionRhinomills.
He has drawn you, Ryan.
I already drew you.
Male and female.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I do have a bunch of notes. Like I said, I do those notes and then use them as either something I draw in between stuff to kind of reset my way of thinking, or just do when I'm bored. Well, I put it this way. One of the cuter things I had in mind does involve Ryan's OC. I'm not saying which gender
Oh boy.
to make it ambiguous.
All I can request is when you draw my OC, make the hair as big as possible.
Okay.
I'll admit, Ray, when you gave me those pics, I think I was at work, I just looked at it, and I was like, this is going to take some getting used to.
Not saying it's bad. Not saying I don't appreciate it. I'm just
It's
saying.
just
I'll
an
put it this way.
adjustment.
Yes.
I'll put it this way. As a reference, you gave me my Shiranui.
Yes. No, I looked at it and I said, yep, I certainly asked for this. I'm not blaming you.
Okay.
Also, when we were in the call, I told you I had to watch Masami Obari to get inspiration, and you can get more my Shiranui than Masami Obari.
Which raises the question, has my Shiranui destroyed your belief in proportions?
No, that would be getting into furry community.
Oh, I have a question. If you were to draw the female version of Silver, what would it look like?
You cannot handle the smexiness.
Well, actually, there's a legend in Poland about a golden duck.
Oh,
A golden duck?
A golden duck. Now that's something new.
That would be an amazing OC.
That would be the golden duck.
She wears a crown and basically makes people act like jerks.
Oh no, that you got it backwards. I just do that myself.
Yeah.
Well, we also have the legend about a Pomeranian griffin, but I'm not really familiar with this one.
Pomeranian griffin? I'm not familiar.
Pomeria is a region in Poland.
Okay, because I'm sorry, golden duck sounds like a real quack.
I just imagine Silver Quill as like a female pimp. That's what I see.
I'm glad you're not an artist. Right.
Okay,
So how
that
many
would be really
chicks does he
interesting.
get?
At least 7
Okay.
7 doesn't seem
a
enough.
day.
Wait, I'm sorry, but Pomeranian griffin? According
No, Pomorian.
Okay, because I was saying Pomeranian Griffin was a secret military organization. If you want me to be that, I am totally down with it.
I want Silver to be a pomegranate.
They were a Polish anti-Nazi
Ooh,
resistance group.
delicious.
Well, actually, I once drew Mage as a magical potato. No, I'm serious.
Magical potato. Do you rub it and you get a wish?
Well, you would have to ask Mage for it.
You just have to keep your eyes on it.
Have a passionate stare down. You stare into the eyes of the potato.
No, you have to behold her cuteness.
The cute potatoes.
Just get caught up in the spud of the moment.
Dang it!
Indeed.
So
Oh, come on. I'm just getting to the root of things.
Oh, all the potato puns.
I quit, Anthony. I quit.
Do you quit life
I
or do
give
you
you a
quit
whole
the
day to get
internet?
prepared for him, Ryan, if you want.
There you
Come
have.
on.
They
I
made.
don't think I can dig up a response to that. I swear.
Come on,
I'm
I've
burying the hatchet right here, Silver. I swear.
there is no end to this, sir. Come on.
I just posted the potato into the chat if you want to see it.
Okay, did you ever think you'd say the line, I just posted the potato?
Oh, the potato is so
I
cute.
posted the
cute.
potato.
Oh, it's so tiny.
Like,
It's the most kawaii potato ever.
Oh, I wanted to smush it. Aw.
You want
Just
to-
like-
potato.
Wait, you want to
I
make mashed Mage potato?
You know, is
Yes.
that? Have you been watching too much of that trailer for that one screwed up movie with the food?
You mean food fight?
No. There's this new horrifying Keychi. Do you know the name of it?
What now?
That horrifying movie coming out with the food that's got Seth what's his face in there.
No, I don't know it.
I thought you know what I'm talking about. No, I remember. Here, let me look it up real quick.
Is it with
I know-
I
Cedric
haven't
Harlan?
actually seen this thing.
I know
Yeah,
what you're
Seth
talking
Rogen.
about.
Yeah, that's.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the title.
I know I tweeted it out not too damn long ago.
I've heard about it. I was just talking to somebody about it. It was about like
It's truly horrifying.
it's about like vegetables getting killed and
Yes.
making it into like blender food or some
I
shit.
know, right?
Okay.
Show a kid who hates vegetables this, and they'll be horrified for life.
So, rated R, annoying orange. Got it.
That's been some of the freaking. You're not too far off.
By the way, I'm just looking at this potato, and Grey Cat.
Yeah?
I think I might have a new go-to artist. You accept commissions, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I make a lot of money, and I might consider it.
It's a cute potato.
I just imagine Ryan just like flashing all of his money everywhere, like I make a lot of money.
I make a lot of money.
You're
Show
gonna draw.
me the potato.
You're gonna draw me with Walmart stand.
Yeah, you're gonna draw me as a potato. No, not it. No, I'm gonna be better than the potato. I'm gonna be a tomato.
At Walmart.
I'm gonna be a
Attack
tomato. A
of the Rion
Walmart brand
tomatoes.
tomato.
So you want a guy to draw pictures of tomatoes, and you probably got to be Rule 34.
A tomato
Yes.
with boobs.
Yeah, make a sexy
Well,
Oh
tomato.
my God.
there already was a tomato with boob. It was in the sequel to the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Oh, yes, but looked like a human, because otherwise...
Basically, we're having Gray make very cute versions of Veggie Tales.
That have boobs.
Yes.
Mm.
I
That's
mean,
great, we're
same
having-
though.
Booby tails? Doesn't sound quite right. Booby
What?
tails? Ooh!
I just brain died. I I can't think no more.
Yeah.
What,
I'm
you
still
don't
good.
like DuckTales?
Mommy,
Well,
I
if-
want to
if-
be a fireman when I grow up.
Well, if you don't like booby tails, think about it about the bird.
What a bird, but bird.
This man understands my true standards of real anime.
Well, it's like
Okay,
the old
it's-
Chinese saying: the wise man knows everything, the smart man knows everyone.
Are you guys talking about that anime that's about pigeons, or was that a game?
What?
There's some like dating sim or manga that's
How to Fool Boyfriend.
yes, that.
No, I just was saying that we took DuckTales and turned it into Booby Tales, a bird called a booby. So instead of ducks, we have boobies.
This, I
I
believe.
love
And-
this conversation.
Now I'm
Yeah,
caught up.
and then send
The name of the
at some
video
point-
or the movie is called Sausage Party, and this is
Yeah, I've seen.
Sorry,
that
the
sounds
female
like
one.
I'm
Heard
sorry.
that name all day.
Sausage Party just sounds like be popular in San Francisco.
no. I know what you're saying, and I looked at it, and I was like looking at it, I was like, oh, is this Food Fight 2?
The funny thing, like the one on the female on the left, that does not look like a vegetable.
Oh God, that looks terrifying just from the screenshot.
You ain't seen nothing yet. There's only about 2
Wait.
minutes of it, and I was like, oh my god, this is horrible.
Well, this is a conversation direction that, to be honest, I've seen coming.
Oh,
You saw it coming.
what?
Yeah.
I ran out of material not too long ago. I was like, okay, well, he's not being negative all, so that scraps about 5 questions. I'm not gonna keep trying.
As you know, to get me riled up, you either have to really get onto my nerves, or I don't know.
I'd like to think I wouldn't know. I haven't tried to piss you off. There's a short list of people I'll try and aggravate. You're one of them.
Your shoes are not as cool.
I don't care about shoes.
Indeed.
How do you get on that list?
Of people not to
What?
aggravate, you have to be
Yeah.
extremely useful.
Darn
it. Let's see, there's gray,
Am I on
crown
there?
prince, probably silver.
Probably.
Probably. We've got to work to iron that out. I'm on definitely. I demand to be top tier on any list.
Damn right.
See my list of people not to aggravate everyone, because everyone's scary.
Yes, Ryan is
No,
a
we're
saint
not-
among men.
We're not scary, Ryan.
Dude, Candy Mountain
Keychi,
Ryan.
you're always scary.
I just clip out people.
Speak for yourself, Twisted Sister.
Dude.
Yeah, we're not going to take it.
Well,
We're
I had...
not gonna take it anymore.
I wasn't gonna say it, darn it.
Well, I think I've run out of complete material. I'd like to thank you all for coming out. I will still try and trek on somehow and save Seth's podcast tomorrow.
Oh, by the way, I have one more thing about that I wanted to share.
Oh, what?
Uh,
You got
you
the
remember
tiki-
that?
Okay.
You remember that previously I uploaded 2 versions of the Donna Knows Best song? Well, I made a third that so far I haven't
Oh.
shown it to
What
anyone.
did you do?
Don't you horrify poor Silver Quill with this horrible trend.
Look, I'm sorry.
So-
After seeing that bun and sausage party,
Yeah.
Well, that's Sony's
just
fault. This
watched
is
that.
something
That-
we're
that's a
stupidly
little-
behind.
Yeah.
To be honest, this is probably one thing. I mean, he's one person that will probably get it.
I don't
What
think
did
you
you do,
understand.
Gray?
Silver Quill's just a boy, pure and free of sin.
It's true. So if
Okay.
anything, you have to show
What?
Molly's version.
Fat
Okay.
grandma?
okay, what time did you suffer head trauma? Wow.
Okay.
This
Every
Before
day of my life, I do a backflip every day of the week.
fat grandma
I don't
DK.
trust this.
Is that Linkara?
No, that's me doing impression of fat grandma.
I've never
I'll
seen
do
Grace
it
enough.
with sash.
Okay.
All right, that's enough. I'll leave it up for full retention because I'm a nice person.
Okay, but I would like to note the progression of images in the chat. We go from adorable potato to terrifying food to WTF donuts.
Yeah.
One, we're very hungry, and our sanity has degenerated over the course of this podcast.
Yes.
Well, at
Apparently.
least we are not as hungry as people who work on Chuck Norris Karate Commandos.
Oh, because
True.
of all the food jokes they make with the sumo wrestler.
No, because half of the main cast are named after food.
Ah, there you go.
Brilliant. All right, I'm going to stop the recording.